I'm just like, oh crap. So I look up the ladder. I'm like, hey, you all right? And I could hear like Captain Herrera's like, yeah. And he's kind of like gasping, talking. He's like, I'm hit. I can't feel my legs. And I'm like, shit. So I'd start climbing, climb up the ladder, so I'm kind of like half on and half off at this point. And I'm like, trying to work on him. And, I cut off his, like, I cut into his shirt so I can see what's going on. And he's got like a sucking chest wound out of his back. It just missed his plate, So I'm sitting there, and then I kind of started, I remember like once getting shot at again. So I'm like, shit. I'm like, all right, man, in for a penny, in for a pound. I got to do this. So I climb, I go all the way up onto the roof, and I'm like sitting there trying to work on him. And I remember like, rounds are cracking and snapping, and I'm like, I'm trying to pack his wound, which in hindsight probably wasn't the best thing, but I didn't have anything. I tried to look on my
whatever you're going.
Yeah, I didn't have an Asherman chest seal or, any kind of chest seal for that matter. So it was just like, I was trying to figure it out. Eventually, basically what I had did was I had started packing it. I'm like, all right, no, that's probably not a good idea. Like, you're just in a cavity. It's not like a normal, like into your flesh or into your meat. It's actually into a cavity where you're breathing. So stop doing that. And then I basically just kind of got the palm of my hand wet and was just trying to use suction to like hold it. So I'm like holding him, and I'm like kind of leaning over, and I'm trying to kick my buddy Ricky, who was on the roof behind the saw. So I'm kicking his foot, and I'm like, hey, Ricky, give me cover fire. And that's when I realized Ricky was slumped over a saw. And yeah, so I was just like, shit, I'm in it now.